Oh hey, I didn't see you there. My name is Michael. Welcome to my crib. Come on in. After 3 years of renting this house, we are finally moving into a new house, which means a whole new space to live in and a whole new space to record my YouTube videos. In this video, what I want to show you is my old recording space so you can see what I was able to do in such a small, dark, and dingy basement. So, let's get started. I'm now going to show you guys a pretty raw and unfiltered look at the dirty, dark basement that I have been calling my YouTube studio and Lego room for the past 2 years or so. As you can see, there's only one overhead light on, and it is pretty dark in here. So I do have a few video lights that I use to record with. I would definitely recommend, if you want to make any sort of videos online, that you invest in some good lighting. It is super important. So here we have the Lego City. This is the last view of it before I actually start packing this whole thing up. And this is the part you've seen of the room most consistently, is definitely just the Lego City table, because it's always sitting behind me in videos. This is where all the magic happens. And it'll be hard to show you all of it in one fell swoop, because you can see wherever the lights are not pointing, it does get very dark. I have a variable setup, I would say. I don't always have the lights positioned in these exact places, but when I'm working on filming the city, I usually have all 4 of my lights pointing directly at the table. Now, this is the most expensive light. I would not recommend purchasing that as your very first light, especially if you're not interested or familiar with video production. I will list all of my equipment and stuff down below in the description, but I would say these 2 lights, which come in a 2-pack, are probably the best, cheapest option for taking pictures of your Lego City or your Lego people. So let me show you some of the parts of the room that you may have never seen before. So this is the table that I am sitting at whenever you see me filming talking heads and stuff. The camera is usually on a tripod over here. In addition to the actual camera itself, this is actually what I'm looking at whenever I am recording. Usually this old TV, I have an HDMI that runs into the camera, so then I can actually watch myself on the screen. But let's go ahead and head over here and take a look at some of the things on my wall. So this is a shelf that basically has all of my camera equipment. I will list a lot of this in the description. If there's anything you guys want specific answers on, just let me know. But I have a few different camera lenses here. I have a slider that I'll sometimes use for motion shots. We've got this turntable from Amazon. It's like $22. That's what I set my modular buildings on, so they spin while I'm talking about them. That's a very, very useful thing to have. This is Padcaster teleprompter, which I sometimes use. I'm kind of getting out of the habit of using it now, but when I'm doing really long monologues and I want to look at the camera, that's really good for that. It just holds my phone in it, and then your words project on the glass that's right in front of the camera lens. So that is really helpful. And just a reminder, guys, all this stuff I have accumulated over a career of amateur and professional video production. This is just my personal collection, so don't feel like you need all of this to be successful. Like I said, I'm mainly showing you guys this so you can see what I've been able to do in such a dark and dirty space down here. Here are just a few sets. N1 Mandalorian Starfighter, we got the goat boat, and just another random hidden side boat over here. This is kind of like just a storage shelf. And let's look at some of the parts storage over here. I do not have the biggest Lego parts collection, definitely not even close. So this is just kind of what works for me. I know people say it's not always the best idea to store in terms of color, but I do have a lot of things broken down in terms of color. Most of these are not labeled. Got brick separators, some tree pieces, a few parted out sets in here. We've got road plates, we've got stickers, and we've got all these little slopes that come with the road plate packs that I don't have really much of a use for. Over here, we've got all sorts of drawers, all sorts of parts in different places. A few notable ones I guess I'll point out. We got minifig heads, torso and legs. I do have minifigs stored all down here and some more parts. I actually got these before I got those drawers up there. A minifig storage. Here's one container, you know, a few notable guys. We got a fake Winston from Overwatch. We got a One Piece guy. I don't watch One Piece, but I know a lot of people do. Got him at some sort of carnival or something. Minifigs 2. This is the most recent one. Bricks. More bricks. This is an old container organized by color. Gray street container in which we keep all of our little street signs, street lights. And then down here, we just got some of my backlog. So let's take a look at some of the sets that we got in our backlog right now. Holiday Main Street, Winter Village, 100308. Another noodle shop. I want to combine this with my current noodle shop and make a bigger one. Fender guitar. Lego Ideas. Got another one of the Queer Eye sets. The Fab 5 Loft. We got this for $12.68. So that is a really good deal for like a $60 set. I'd like to get one more of them. There are some rebrickable projects you can do. I have all sorts of random storage boxes. So this is, got the Christmas tree in there, random Christmas decorations, and then we've also got 2x2 bricks for building at Mills plates. Very important stuff there. I'm not going to go through all of these storage containers. A lot of these are just different Lego collections of things that I have found the need to store. My Lego storage is overflowing. I'm gonna have to pack up all this stuff. These are like utility shelves, probably for like tools and stuff, but you can see I just have overflowing with sets. It's kind of embarrassing actually. Some of this stuff is falling apart. It needs to be taken better care of. But this is just kind of where I shove things that I don't have a better spot for them. So that is one thing I'm hoping to rectify in my new place. You can see extension cords and just junk everywhere. And it's not the only Lego storage that I have. Actually, you'll see over here, I have even more random things. This stuff moves around a lot, guys. It's not necessarily always on this table. Lego construction site materials. This is my laptop that I do my streaming on. I would like to have that a little bit more organized. It just kind of sits here. And then some more parts, Harry Potter sets, all sorts of stuff. So even more stuff over here. Harry Potter castles, the train station, steampunk train station, and a secret set in here. I wonder what that is about. You guys will eventually find out, but not today. So that is basically the gist of this room. It's not super exciting, which is kind of why I'm making this video. This is my meager little space where I record all my videos. It's not a lot, but we have made this little basement work. But now what I'm gonna do is take you into the other room, which I actually have filmed in here too, but I wanna show you guys the other section of my basement area here. So this is the other half of my room. I could have put the Lego City right in here, but I wouldn't have as much space to move around it. This is just the other section of my space. You've got guitars, all my decorations on the wall. And then I do have some more Lego parts over here. This is a parts organizer my friend Keegan got for me as a gift. And I've just got a few bigger things in there that don't really fit anywhere else, like these Lego slide pieces. Take you over here. I think the cat was in here. I have these closed. The cat must have opened these doors a little bit. But in here, it's a little messy. This is where I keep even more camera equipment, lenses, drawers filled with cables, and all sorts of stuff. So not super exciting. If you guys do want me to go deeper in a future video about video production stuff, I can definitely do that. I love talking about it. Sad to walk away from this space because it was perfect for me when I moved in, but I know in our next house, we'll be able to create something even better. But this is the whole area, so going from here through the doorway, it's like going out into Narnia over here with the whole Lego room setup. And this is where I've been making videos for the past 2 years or so. Let's take a look upstairs at some more of my Lego shelving and my office where I edit all the videos. This is my office upstairs, primarily where I keep my computer, which I use to edit all my YouTube videos. I've got a 2-monitor setup with a Dell pre-built PC. It's not amazing, but it gets the job done. I've had it for probably close to 5 years now. I've got a few decorations on the wall, just a few random things I've accumulated over my time being here. Over the past few years, some framed pictures, my Baby Yoda collection, all my favorite Star Wars minifigs, and my Dune Funko Pops. Judging by the Dune books on my dresser, you can tell I got really into Dune after seeing the movie that came out in 2021. The last room I'll show you here is just my dining room. We don't do much dining in here though. It's mostly just for the dog kennels, and the cat Squid eats in here. But we do have some great Lego displays on the shelves. Some of my favorite sets like the Van Gogh Starry Night set, the Lego Pride set, and a few other sets that look awesome on display. So you can see my second room with all the flags in it is actually pretty empty when it's cleaned up. And as far as the amount of space that I had to work with, I really actually can't complain. Part of the reason that I was able to spread out so much into 3 different rooms is because my girlfriend really had no interest coming down here into the unfinished basement. And really, I cannot blame her for that at all. I'm always finding spiders, nasty little bugs, and cobwebs, and all sorts of stuff that comes along with being in an unfinished basement. So I totally understand, but that afforded me the ability to really spread out and make myself at home down here. But in terms of space, I was really not hurting. I calculated about 470 square foot between this room, the more finished room in the basement, and my office upstairs. So really my main problems were just dealing with the lack of light down here. I'm always having to move around my different lights. The main reason I wanted to make this video though is mostly as a point of comparison for when I do finally move into a new space and start upgrading it. I'm really excited about all the things that I'm going to be able to do. I've always drooled when I'm looking at like really nice office setups online when you have the ability to fully customize it. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be upgrading my office as much as possible, and I'm going to be trying to upgrade my aesthetic to a more mature adult look. You know, I probably won't hang these flags anymore, besides maybe like one of them. Honestly, another reason that I made this video though is as a personal memento for myself. I've always found that I get a little bit sentimental when moving out of an old place into a new one. Even if you know you're going somewhere better and you know there are better things ahead of you, it's hard not to think about all the old memories that you had in your previous space, and the fact that you'll never get to go there again. So I always have been a little bit weird. I've always liked to take pictures of my old apartments and whatnot before I take everything out of there, just so I can look back in the future and remember what they looked like, because things change very quickly and you would be surprised all the little details you may forget unless you have a reminder. And this video is my reminder for this house. So I'm really excited about all the upgrades I'm going to be making in life in the next few months. I'm going to be keeping you guys updated as much as I can, so feel free to hit that like button. Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Feel free to join the Discord down below in the description if you haven't already. And with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace!